Hi guys and welcome back. Now as you can see here on the screen, from our last lecture the play button works and it works perfectly when the game runs for the very first time. But the game at the moment does not reset after the game has ended. So as you can see here, I'm hitting play and nothing is really happening. So what we need to do now is change around a few bits of code to reset our game in its entirety every time the game ends. So let's have a look at doing that now. Let's jump into our game functions file. Here we go. And let's go to the function we created in our last lecture, check play button. And we need to add in some more information, some more parameters here. So let's start off with invaders from Python settings. There we go. Comma, screen, stats, play button. We want to add in here, play button, and we want to add in ship, comma, aliens, comma, bullets, mouse X, mouse Y. Okay, there we go. So like I said at the start of the lecture, we have to reset everything. So what does that mean? Right, well we can leave our if statement in place here at line 46. Let's leave that as it is. Now let's insert a new line with a comment and let's say reset the game stats. There we go. So let's change this now to stats.reset underscore stats brackets. Okay, and the next line then is the line I've just deleted, but anyway, no harm. Stats dot game active equals true. Okay. Now, what's next? Well, then what we want to do is we want to empty the list of aliens and bullets. There we go. And how do we do that? Well, we say aliens dot empty brackets bullets dot empty brackets. Next, what we want to do, we want to create a new fleet and center the ship. So as you can see here, what we're doing is resetting everything back to kind of zero, back to the very start of the game. So create fleet, invaders from Python settings, comma screen, comma ship, comma aliens, and that's it. Close our brackets, and then our next line, ship dot center underscore ship brackets. Okay, just to recap, we update our check underscore play underscore button function so it has access to our invaders from Python settings, our stats, our ship, our aliens, and our bullets. It needs these objects to reset the settings that have changed during the game and to refresh the visual element of the game, so it looks like it's a new game starting. Here at the beginning, we reset the game statistics. We give the player 3 new ships. Then we set the game active to true, so the game will begin as soon as the code in this function finishes running. We also empty the aliens and bullet groups and create a new fleet and center the ship. The definition of check event also needs to be modified now, as does the call to check underscore play underscore button. So still in our game functions file, let's go to our check events, which is here, and where we added the line in our last lecture at line 42 here, check underscore underscore play button, we say space invaders from Python settings, comma screen, then we have comma stats, play button, add in the ship, comma aliens, comma bullets. There we go. Then finish with mouse X, mouse Y. And the definition of check events needs the aliens parameter, which will pass to check play button. We then update the call to check play button so it passes the appropriate arguments. And let's have a look at that. In our invaders from Python main file here, actually just save our game functions file. Invaders from Python here, we have our check events. So we have settings, we have screen, we have stats, we have play button, we have ship. Now we need to add in aliens, comma bullets. Okay, so let's have a look now. Let's save that. Let's build our game. And we get an error. Okay, why do we get an error? Check events is giving us an error. So let's have a look at that. And we're getting an error because back in my game functions file in check events, for some strange reason, I left out aliens. So I'm not exactly with it this morning, so apologies for that. So we put in aliens, comma bullets there. Let's save that. Let's run our game again and see what we get. There we go. So if I hit play, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this game run, pause the video and come back when the aliens are just about to hit the ship, and we'll see what happens. Our game should hopefully reset. Okay guys, so welcome back. So as you can see, our aliens are moving down the screen and we're on our third life here, our third ship. So let's see what happens now when the aliens hit the ship, which is going to happen now very quickly. The game reset. There we go. Okay. So that's good enough for this lecture. And what you might notice is that the aliens are moving across the screen and down the screen very fast. And what I've done is I jumped into my settings file, and just for the purposes of testing, I've increased the alien settings, speed settings here. So I increased the speed factor and I increased the drop speed, because when we're testing, we don't want to be waiting for all the aliens to fall down the screen. We want to just see them fall straight down, do our testing and move on. And we can adjust these speed factors, these speed settings, when we're finished our game development. So that's it for the moment. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next lecture.